All right, y'all, another day, another plant. I just got this one a couple weeks ago. I've just been waiting for the weather to change because it's been cold, and it's still cold, but we can wait no longer. So I got this one from Kroger for $2.29, and I mean, looks pretty good. I love Kroger. I told you guys, if you're new in the plant journey, then I would definitely recommend Kroger for any plants because you don't have to break the bank. So we're gonna start a new page on my plant journal, and we're gonna write spider plants. I don't do the scientific names because I can't say them, so I'm okay. Spider plant, write the day when I got them. I'm gonna say 1/16/25. And then we write the needs because I did do the research. So the potting soil is going to be regular soil, perlite, and if you have it, some orchid bark. I don't have orchid bark right now because I used it all in my monstera, but if you have it, use it. And then a lot of people are saying to not use the regular water because it makes the tips go brown. So I don't even want to test it. I would, but I don't want to. So we're just gonna use distilled water or rainwater. Now someone said that if you decide to use tap water, pour out a cup and leave it sitting there for 24 hours. That way all the chemicals go away, but I'm not sure. That's about it for now. A lot of people are saying that it's a very low light maintenance plant, which somewhere where it will get light, but nothing too crazy. It doesn't have to be right on the window, like how I have my other plants here. You can put it somewhere a little further and it should be fine. So I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna put it on my kitchen island and see. And I would say for $2, amazing. I always like to repot, as I told you guys, because man, you just never know what could be in there. What if it's root rot? You don't know. It doesn't smell rotten to me, but we gotta check it out. So I always like to do a clear pot, and I just organized my outdoor closet, so I have all my little mouse tools right here. First things first, we have to get this out, and bam bam boom, pretty easy. Okay, these are the roots. They don't look bad at all. Smells healthy, smells alive. Oh, what is that? I guess that's just how the roots look. Kind of looks pale, like a ghost. And I'm really not gonna mess too much with it. Ooh, looks very nice. I don't want to mess too much with it because I mean it looks like it has pretty good soil. And I also read that spider plants like to be root bound. That's where they thrive. So we're not gonna really change the pot size. So let's find something that fits. That's too small. That fits this pot size. Do this one. And we're gonna remove anything that's dead or dying, which would be yellowy. And I wanna make sure there's no plug. And I'm not gonna water it today because the soil is pretty wet still. Oh no, baby, I'm not done. I gotta finish this up. You gotta be careful. I don't want you to get dirty. I don't want you to get dirty. Look, I'm repotting a spider plant. It's right. It's named after you. They named it after you, spider. And don't worry if you lose some roots. It's okay. Oh, look, spiders smelling you guys. Are you guys a threat? They like to be root bound. I want to see how root bound they like to be. And there's nothing wrong with this soil, so you can keep this if you want to. If you want to throw it away, that's fine too. Whatever you decide to do. So I'm using regular potting soil like I told you guys, and some perlite. Orchid bark if you have it. Okay, we're gonna shimmy that in. Mix it in this little tray. We'll need some more soil. And now she is pretty much done. I'm cutting up the brown tips at an angle so it looks like, you know, you cut it. People are saying to water once it's completely dry. This is all debatable because everyone's watering method is different. But I always like to follow that rule. If it does say water once completely dry, I like to follow that one. She is cute. And I believe she's good for the environment. I like her leaves and her little highlights. I'm gonna call them highlights. So it's time to water this monstera, and I wanted to show you how I water it indoors. Now usually I would bottom feed it with water, but I just don't have the patience for that today. So I'm gonna go take it in the kitchen sink. Wish me luck, cause she's heavy. And now this is the fun part. She is heavy. Okay, and now we water. I like to do it outside because that way I can water her leaves as well, but it's fine. She'll be okay. And I stop when my heart tells me to stop. Oh, I do want to fertilize her today. I forgot about that. So I'm going to fertilize her with this Monstera plant food that I got off of Amazon, which will also be on my Amazon storefront. If you guys want to check that out. Oh, there's nothing left. Okay. I'm just gonna let her rest for a little bit because I need to rest a little bit. And we are seeing a new leaf come up right there. That's a new leaf right there. It is officially the end of February. Therefore, I think we're clear for any more cold fronts. I'm gonna bring out all my plants, but before we do that, we are gonna clean up some of these nasties and also plant some of our new friends. I mean, it's looking a little crazy. I know I'm getting a little sidetracked, but I had to cut my Monstera Adansoni. You guys know this one got attacked by mealy bugs, and I changed the soil, but they're still in the soil, and this is new soil. So I'm just gonna get a new Monstera because fighting mealy bugs is just very, very hard. So I'm gonna clear this pot out somewhere far away from here before I bring out all my plants, and then I'm going to clean out the pot as well. I probably won't use it for a while just because I'm gonna be scared, but just letting you guys know that I cut all her leaves. There's just no resolution to this, so we're just gonna say goodbye to her and get somebody else. We take a loss sometimes. We don't talk about it, but it happens. Just washed the pot and threw out all the dirt. May she rest in peace. I think the problem with that one was that it came like that, but it just didn't appear until later, which can happen. So it's just a risk you take. But I had to get rid of her because if I kept her, I ran the risk of my other plants getting mealybugs, and then if they transfer to all my other plants, then I'm really, really, really screwed because I have a lot of plants. This is what everything's looking like after I took it all outside, and I forgot how many plants I had, and then I added a couple new ones. So of course it's a little crowded in here, so we're gonna work on minimizing that and combining some of these together. I'm gonna combine those two in there because my apartment said we can't have anything hanging on the railing. I got this tomato plant put in here, and then I got some cilantro and chamomile tea. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'll show you guys the tag. We do have a new member of the family. We have some mint here my mom gave to me, and I'm gonna label it because I'll probably forget what it is. So we got some mint right there, and lavender is also new to the family. And I got these little flowers too that are new, but this was right before the cold front again, so we'll see how she does. And then my mom also gifted me this one. I'm not sure what it's called, but when I take a picture and find out, I'm actually gonna put the label on it. But it is gorgeous. Look at her. putting the cilantro and chamomile. This is what it's called, chamomile. Right. Put it in one corner here. They must have watered the cilantro yesterday because it's super wet. So I'm not gonna water either of these just yet because the soil is wet. I'm gonna put their little tags next to their name. Our last task is this tomato tree. Now, last year it came back to life, but just don't want to risk it because you don't get tomatoes that fast. And once I do, I get that and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant a tomato. This is what she looks like, and she's good because she has the little flowers already. Tomato tree. This is what she looks like with all my plants outside. I almost forgot about my big birdie right there, but she's in the cut. And I did go ahead and clean them off camera as well, the bird of paradise and the monstera. So I am happy to announce that my monstera is getting a new leaf. Yay! Look at her, she works so hard. Then over here we just got the two plants as you guys saw.
Magnificent.